This video links to my previous video about anemia. In this video, I will tell you an interesting story of a patient and how I helped save his life by being able to successfully recognize the signs and symptoms of anemia. So the whole world has been affected by coronavirus, and as a result, we have not been able to see our loved ones due to multiple lockdowns and restrictions. This has had devastating effects on our mental and physical health. Now, the reason I am mentioning this is because I hadn't seen my friend for a few months. For confidentiality purposes, let's call him Tim. Once lockdown had lifted, I went to see Tim, who is 28 years old, fit and well, and youngest of 4 siblings. He has always been the life of any gathering we would have as friends. He is always smiling and a very positive person. In some ways, he is someone I look up to. When I saw him after a few months, my first comment was, "Wow, you look like crap." He looked terrible. He had lost a ton of weight, looked very pale, looked fatigued, with dark circles under his eyes, and when I investigated a bit further and asked him a few more questions, he revealed that he had been getting very tired and fatigued after just minimal exercise or exertion. He also reported that he was experiencing shortness of breath, dizziness, and palpitations just by climbing up a flight of stairs. He also admitted to not having a great appetite for any food recently, even though he has always been a big eater. Some of the signs and symptoms he was displaying were red flags. Now, in my mind, and in any doctor's mind, the red flags are the things we look out for which can indicate a serious illness brewing in the background, and therefore something urgent needs to be done. It was the weekend when I saw him, so I advised him to attend the emergency or casualty department straight away so that they can investigate his symptoms further to see what might be causing them. He followed my advice and attended the emergency department, where they found out that his hemoglobin level was 60. Now, in males, normal hemoglobin level is above 130 grams per litre. So he was severely anemic, requiring urgent multiple blood transfusions. It is quite rare to have this severe anemia, and hence warranted further urgent investigations in hospital, so he was admitted. Upon further investigation, unfortunately, the doctors found out that he had leukemia. Now, leukemia in itself is very rare, but it's even more rare in someone as young as Tim, who's only in his 20s. Now, this came as a massive shock to him, obviously. All his family and friends were devastated on learning this. It made it even worse for his parents and older siblings, as he was still their young baby brother. He is currently undergoing chemotherapy and will require a bone marrow transplant at some stage. I'll talk separately about leukemia in a future video and update you on Tim's progress. Leukemia is a time-critical condition and requires urgent and rigorous treatment. If I had not known the red flags or the signs and symptoms that I talked about in my previous video, then he may have had a delayed diagnosis, which in turn could have impacted his prognosis and treatment options. In someone as young as Tim, cancer was not a diagnosis at the top of the list. However, we know from our previous video that a rare cause of anemia is leukemia. Now, unfortunately, this was a very sad story, which personally affected me. However, knowing that I was able to recognize the signs and symptoms and help him in this situation is really gratifying to me, and one of the reasons why I love being a doctor. Guys, if you have enjoyed the content, then please consider subscribing to the channel so that I can have your support and know that you are benefiting from the videos. Also, like and share the video with your family and friends. I am a full-time doctor, and my aim is to provide you with knowledge which can improve and sometimes even save lives. If you have any suggestions for future videos, then please leave a comment below. All the best, guys. Look after yourselves, stay healthy, and remember, knowledge saves lives.